Yeah. What up, everybody? It's your boy. How are you? Let me bring down the vibe a little bit. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's Thursday. Welcome to Season 2 of the Happy Camper Show. I'm very excited. I know a lot of people at home are excited, and we hope that you enjoyed your time with your family. We're super psyched to have Tony and Jenny back with a Happy Camper coming straight at you with some beautiful music and some good times. We're going to have a good time. And I'm not going to yap for too long. That's just not going to do it because I got other things to do. And we got music to play. But I just wanted to let you know that I'm thankful for you and I'm thankful for Tony and Jenny. And the show's all about love. Can't wait for you guys to share it with us. So tell your friends hey, there's this thing happening, and if you want to groove with some groovy people, throw it on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, whatever it is. Let's go. Let's make some history tonight. So, without further ado, some Happy Camper for you. That's all I have to say.
Well, I had to get away and leave it all behind me in a camper. Someone probably cooked meth within the 90s. I opened up the door and stepped inside, and it smelled like an elderly couple had died. So I built myself a traveling studio. I packed up my dog and hit the rodeo to come play for you wherever you'll let us. But you better be up to date on your tetanus. Welcome to the Happy Camper Show.
I did it again. I didn't breathe. I didn't breathe.
More concise plans about what the fuck I was going to say. What's up, y'all?
Hello.
Welcome back to the Happy Camper Show. We missed you. We missed you terribly. Josh, it's good to see you in there. Both Joshes, Larson and Jones. Larson and Josness. Rick Webb, whose Facebook presence I'm pretty sure is going to get me arrested at some point. Also, one of my favorite performers up in Killington. Good to see you guys. Griffin, thanks for all of your hard work. It was good to see you popping up in there. I hope you guys are excited about this because I know I am. We've been working hard on putting together some new stuff here. The camper looks like it looks like a space shuttle out of the Starship Enterprise. Quite literally, there's actually a control panel over there from the original Enterprise, but we'll show you that later. I suppose we ought to probably start things off.
I like it. Oh, I get it.
The right way. Oh, you thought I was talking about music?
Yeah, I did.
She thought I was talking about music. I was talking about alcohol. Obviously, we have completely different agendas when it comes to why we're doing this. And, some of you are here for Jenny's beautiful voice, and the rest of you are here to drown your sorrows with me in a bottle that, under normal circumstances would look far more desperate, like the giant mega flask you may remember from season 1. Jenny, however, decided to class it up this season and bring us a little bottle of bubbly, which I'm sure Griffin is back in Cambridge right now cringing about what's going to happen when I blow this thing up in the middle of a studio full of expensive equipment. And I was actually having a little daydream about this while I was driving today and imagining how funny it would be if we basically said, hello, welcome, it's great to see you, happy Thanksgiving, and then I open this bottle of champagne and the whole screen goes dark, and that's and that's the season premiere. Oh, Jenny, do the honors.
Cheers, guys.
Happy Turkey Day, happy Thanksgiving. I don't buy into this whole, people getting offended by what you call a holiday. It's like, fuck it, dude. Let's just celebrate. Let's have fun. Call it whatever you want. You know what I mean? Oh, man, that fills you right up. Oh, look at your mic.
Oh, there's a ladybug on it.
There's a ladybug.
You see?
Are you going to leave it there because you have a
I'm
little
gonna
friend?
leave it there.
You know ladybugs
They're
bite,
good luck.
don't you? Have you ever been bitten by a ladybug?
I'd probably like it. Don't
They're
worry about
fucking
it.
vicious. Well, cheers, you guys. I hope wherever you are, you're feeling all right. And if you're not feeling all right, you came to the wrong place. Because, generally a lot of what I have to say is somewhat skeptical and doesn't always lift spirits. But I think therein we can find a certain camaraderie that will make us all feel a little bit less alone. Crazy world we're living in. Numbers going up all over the place. I will say this. I got sort of, I don't know, I feel so conflicted. On one hand, we're here on Misty Meadow Farm. It's such a beautiful place, and I'm surrounded by good friends, good family, and generosity. And I got sucked into a Facebook conversation the other day, and I didn't participate. I was just observing, and basically the crux of it was this. An indigenous friend of mine out in Dakota, posts a bunch of historical stuff about the massacres that ultimately became celebrated and then were officially made a holiday by Abraham Lincoln back in the day. And it's certainly something we should all be aware of. But, it does kind of suck the fun out of, simple folks who just want to get together with their families and have a good bite to eat. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that either. So I'm sort of acknowledging that historical idea. And then there's a comment from another guy who says, well, the tragedies are horrific, of course, but I don't believe in carrying other people's water because I can't, and I don't feel I should have to answer for the crimes of my ancestors. And I thought, wow, also a really valid point. And then, dude comes back and says, well, you may not want to carry the water, but you're drinking the water. And I said, wow, another valid point. And then I realized this whole conversation is really, if you think of it, it's kids in a neighborhood on a playground going, no, it's mine. No, it's mine. You owe me. No, you owe me. Grudges and grudges and grudges all the way back generations and generations. And the only thing that's ever going to put an end to it is us raising a glass together, enjoying each other, maybe a little forgiveness, a little reminder that we don't owe each other anything. It doesn't matter what you call the holiday you want to celebrate. Let's all just share. I feel like we're in a big global neighborhood, and Mom's got to step out of the house in her nightgown and say, hey, knock it off. Let's share. On that note, our first tune of the evening. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Rick, JT, I miss you. Marianne, always with the hearts. 3 hearts every time. I love it. I've come to count on it. Josh, I hope you're sticking around because I wanted to give you a special shout out in a little bit. Margaret, I appreciate you saying that we look great. Jenny certainly looks great. I'm basically dealing with the pandemic by binging on a nightly basis, eating everything I possibly can and then not throwing it up, which I suppose makes me half bulimic. Lori, it's nice to see you. Mark, how are you? I miss you too.
Big tip.
Greg Doyle, what's up, man? Johnny, aye. I don't know. Where are you, Johnny? Are you down in New Orleans or are you up on the island? And Big Tim, I fucking miss your guts, man. Can we go for a howl sometime soon? Chris, good to see you. When are you going to come be a guest on the show?
No, we should totally get
should
Chris.
get Chris.
Definitely.
All right, if you're not terrified of COVID, syphilis, or tetanus, then you're on the list. Anyway, here's a little tune by Little Old Me that I haven't played in quite a while, by the way. Oh, by the way, yeah. So we have a lot of songs planned that we not only haven't played in a long time, but also have never rehearsed. So if you keep your expectations nice and low, you'll never be disappointed. I hear the beat of a different drummer, sing the pitch of a different tune. I like to whistle when the wind blows bitter, 'cause change is coming soon. I've been picking up ground on you. I have a habit of getting in trouble, 'cause I never know when to say no. Every time I ask a question, I'm back outside looking in through the window. The sting of the wind blow. And it's a long way home.
But I can make it alone. You don't owe me anything. I'm free to be who I will be.
And when the sun burns the back of your neck, the summer won't apologize for heat. So if I sit alone up here burning in the sky, maybe one day you'll poke your head out of your tree, and just in time you might find that you can finally see. So you sacrifice a little when you have to, but you gotta be ready to choose a move or two away from checkmate, as around about the second you lose. You can always bend the rules.
Ain't about the car I'm driving. Making money ain't what's at stake. When this game is finally over, ain't none of that I can take, except for the choices that I made.
But it's a long way home,
And I
can make it alone. You don't owe me anything. I'm free to be who I will be. And when the sun burns the back of your neck, the summer won't apologize for heat. So if I sit alone up here burning in the sky, maybe I'll move to the dark side for a while. Still every once in a while you'll be feeling fine, and you can see for miles, for miles. Oh, Jenny, so nice. Don't owe me anything. No, I'm free to be who I will be. And when the sun burns the back of your neck, the summer won't apologize for heat. No, so if I sit alone up here burning in the sky. Maybe I'll move to the dark side for a while. Still, every time you might find it, you can see for miles and miles and miles and miles, yeah. Oh, well, you'll have that.
I do love that
Funny
song,
how
though.
this works, this whole pandemic thing. Some people are practicing and becoming amazing, and then some people like me are regressing into mediocrity and disappointment. Well, I suppose that's not a regression since I've been living there for some time now. Anyway, you guys, are you kidding me? Look at all of you.
Yeah.
Let's see who's in here. Dave Hughes. Now, Dave, congratulations on the house. Congratulations on your baby. I agree. Best thing to happen in 2020. Best thing 2020's made. You guys look like such a beautiful family. It kind of makes me a little sick to my stomach. And, I just hope that before it becomes entirely overwhelming, you decide to move out of that cul-de-sac before you eventually despise everyone and take your own life. Also, congratulations. It's lovely to see pictures of you guys. Chris Bissett is watching from Florida. Did you know?
What?
Did you know? So our friend Chris Bissett, who we also call Bisquick and Bissexy,
The sexy.
moved to fucking Florida, man.
Wow, good for him.
I'm gonna come see you. Toby Solaroach, who does some awesome streams of his own, by the way, after Bishop's had to close, unfortunately. Toby, it's been great seeing you online, man. You're sounding great also. Thanks for joining us. Margaret, that is an old favorite. We've been doing that tune for a while, haven't we? Yeah, I know, right? We got all this new stuff, Dave. I'm so glad that you noticed. Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. I don't know if you could, so I love Strong Side, but I think it was Catalyst who came up with the obvious brand move, Hughes Brews. Either way, I can't wait to get another rack of those, man. We got to get together sometime soon. Let me put the Rona on you. Oh, Shelly and Paul. I think it's usually Paul that's chiming in, but maybe they're watching together. It's good to see you guys. I'm not kidding about an Even Speak reunion. JB's always like, well, send me the information. I'll fucking send you the information. All you got to do is say yes, kind of like you just did. Kristen Blake, how are you? It's nice to see you. Kristen Blake, I don't know if you ever met. She has beautiful eyes. She has these, like, striking eyes. I remember catching one blurry night down at the crossroads. Danny Spofford. So, Danny, let's see. Somebody was sitting in... Oh, it was the picture of Omai posted in the dinette here in the camper, which also turns into a drum riser. And Danny's comment was, get her off of my drum riser.
That's awesome.
Which I love.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, Maria, Maria, Maria. You remind me of the West Side Story. That's our girl from the Ireland tour. Ryan St. Ange, streaming in Casa. Shark Martin, fuck yeah. I messaged Ryan. So Ryan St. Ange is the lead singer, guitar player, writer for Shark Martin, who was one of our favorite guests last season. And I just want you to know, Ryan, that I messaged him a week or two ago just because his song came on. And I think Donnie hopped in the truck, and he was like, oh, I love these guys. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to message Ryan. Just let him know that his stuff is loved down here in Massachusetts. Mm-hmm. But you got to know, dude, I resist the urge to do that almost daily because your stuff is in my sort of shuffle list of a couple thousand songs, but it just keeps coming back.
Yeah, 2 played today, I think, when we were setting up.
Yeah, and, there's plenty of music that I get sick of. I'm a fan before I'm a musician. There's plenty of songs that I get sick of, and I'll delete it. Your stuff is rocking strong, dude. You're nowhere near deletion. I'm just anxiously awaiting that next album, so hopefully you drop that on us sometime soon. Haley girl, it's good to see you, my outcast friend. Jill Bach. Oh, that's Griffin's mother. Did we get a new earring? Did you get a new earring?
I think she's talking about your eyebrow. I would assume.
I think you got like a hoop thing happening over here.
No, I always wear earrings. I feel like that would be a comment on the eyebrow. Jill, am I right?
All right, well, Jill, we're both, this is both stock. Nothing new here except for our affection for you after the great honor of playing your birthday
That was wonderful.
party. That was so much fun. I never thought that I would be a birthday clown, but I've sort of found my way around to this career path, I think. And, it's surprisingly less disappointing than I thought it would be. No, we had a great time at your birthday party. Who is that sweetheart that was like...
Oh, we loved her. She came on late. I don't remember her
I'll
name.
think about it later. Oh, look out. It's Bobby Lamb.
Lamb.
All right, well, it's great to see you guys. Thank you for joining us. I hope you stick around for some of the tunes. We got some great new in-betweeners and lots of interesting, fun things with all of the upgrades that we've added in the time away. So thank you for joining us. What is this? So we're going to... Ooh, okay, this is... We really should have practiced.
I know.
Okay, so this is a tune from Jenny's forthcoming album, which we're about to send out for mastery, like probably later when we're drunk, so that we can fuck up the file management.
Yes,
do you want to talk about your song?
Oh, well, this is a tune Tony and I wrote together. He wrote the instrumental part of it, and it's a tune called Shave My Legs. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Let's see if I can get this part right.
I shaved my legs 'cause I heard my hair was bothering you. I didn't wear my favorite jacket like I wanted to. I was just walking in the sunshine when I caught you staring. Now I got friends that ain't friends when it depends on what I'm wearing. 'Cause you're so sexy when you don't care what people say. And who are you really trying to convince? Anyway. So shave your face, 'cause that beard doesn't make a man out of you. Neither does your leather or your fast car or your punk ass crew. They're just dealing in a currency of social reciprocity. You can spend $1 million on me, but that can't buy you a personality. 'Cause you're so sexy when you don't care what people say. And who are you really trying to convince? When the dance floor is empty, the band starts playing my favorite song. So get on up with the quickness. Can I get a witness? Break it down for me, shake it around for me. Oh, not love. So sexy when you don't care what people say. And who are you really trying to convince? Anyway.
That didn't go as bad as I thought. Oh, you guys.
Is that Donnie?
Oh, we got that. That is
Donnie.
I know that ugly mug anywhere.
Hi,
Looks
Wendy.
like we have a visitor from the old quarantine crew. Are you coming in? Did you get a husky? He sent me. I have so many questions. I'm made of questions. What are you doing? Come on in. We're live. Of course, you picked a great time in the middle of a concert. Knick-knack. Hello.
Hi.
You guys, I miss you.
Hi, Coz. Hi, guys. Hi, Donnie.
You guys remember our friends Donnie and Cozy? Turn around and say hi to the camera, everybody. It's awesome to see you guys. Good timing as usual. Usually, see, Donnie has this uncanny sense. Whenever I sit down to take my morning poop after coffee, I'm on the toilet for about 5 to 6 minutes, and then sure as shit, there's D-Bag's name comes up just as I'm swiping left. And Looks like you picked another good one. It's great that I do miss you guys. It's been a little while.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening? You gonna hang out? Did you bring beers? I thought you might show up, so I hit him. I'm just kidding. No, this is my last one right here. Here, I'll share. Oh, shit. I was hoping he would take me up on it. It was all backwash in there. Hey, grab one for me, too, will you? Yeah. Oh, man. I love you, too. I missed you. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Cozy, make yourself at home, will you? Make yourself comfortable. All right, so who's the bad? So we got the Bobby Lamb. Oh, it's good to see you, Bobby Lamb. Brother Noomsy. Jill, we were right about the eyebrow. No, the eyebrow thing has been there for quite some time. And Jill, I will tell you this. So I am 42 this year. And when I turned 40 and people stopped laughing when I called myself Uncle Tony, I realized it was time to change my game a little bit. So I had a barbell in my tongue for like 20 years. And, you know, when you're 25 and you're going out to nightclubs, you know, pierced tongue can be kind of sexy to the right girl. But when you're 40-year-old, you know, going to like your niece's birthday party, you know, Uncle Tony with a barbell's not so sexy anymore. It's just starting to look a little. So I got rid of the barbell, but I still have the eyebrow piercing. I'm on the fence about whether or not to keep it. I'm also kind of thinking about chopping off my mop. I'm thinking about getting a haircut. Maybe you guys can comment and help me decide what to do about this plummeting stock that I call my my general appearance. Anyway. Baby Donkey with Cheese, that's our brother Roger. And Roger, I got to tell you, man, your hard work has really shown through here. I really appreciate you, man, and everything you and Griffin work on really helps us keep our sanity and keep working. So a big shout out to Roger. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Roger.
Yeah. Sue Camp, long time no see. Last time I saw you were taking naked pictures of me. Sue Camp's a lovely photographer. Who's got I don't know if she is. Are you still putting out new naked folk calendars? I'd love to catch who's even doing that these days. I've been so out of the loop there. Jay Bird, just in time for a fire sale. What a riot. Anyway, I suppose we ought to see if we can remember a number song here. Haley, now, there's some of you who may remember some of these tunes. These are, somehow we ended up dipping back into the files because we realized we'd gone through sort of, you know, all of our go-to songs. And we don't want to keep repeating material. We do have new material in the works, but it's not quite ready. So we thought we'd go into a few B-sides that we don't play very often. And this is going to be one of them. So hopefully Jenny's going to be able to help me remember the words. And I'm curious to know if any of you will have heard any of this stuff. I know Haley is sort of our aficionado on the history of TLT songs because we go back quite a long ways. All right, well, let's give it a shot. I wrote this tune when I was working as a carpenter, and let's just say I was working on a farm. And I'm going to use the farm metaphor because of the old farmer's daughter adage, you know. So you've got, you know, I'm there working for a good few months in some inclement weather, doing some risky stuff, and the farmer's daughter comes home for the summer. And I got into some sticky business there. You know, you don't want to lose your job, but at the same time. Anyway, this is a song about that. It's called Fairy Tales. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got it. You met me working on your daddy's barn when I thought the rain would never stop till it made ice out of my bones. But freezing rain can still melt snow. You were fresh off of the road the day the sun followed you home. You told me I could trust you with my life. You were so sure that I already had tell me all your deepest fears, and then you cry your princess tears as if royalty could really have it so bad. You couldn't have this thing you wanted. I know what you must think of me. Well, I hate your white knight. I ride a dark horse made of steel. You say you're breaking, but your heart never fails to pour its secrets on the pages of your fairy tales. Why can't you believe that it was never up to me to fall in love? Fall in love. Across the field up on top of the hill, your castle is standing still. Wood, nails, stone, and glass. I built a tower out on one side. If you went up there, then you know why I like my feet bearing on the grass. You've had the best of everything, and now you want the best of me. It's like you think you found the reddest rose. Like every time your hand gets torn, my sympathies might shed my thorns. Oh mama, that ain't the way love goes. I wouldn't finish what you started. Know what you must think of me. Never a question of who you wanted, but who you wanted me to be. Yeah. You say you're breaking, but your heart never fails to pour its secrets on the pages of your fairy tales. Why can't you believe that it was never up to me to fall in love? Oh, why can't you believe it was never up to me to fall in love? Oh man, that brings back memories. I haven't even thought about that song in forever. It's funny, I don't know, everybody has a different thing. One of my favorite things about music is how we associate it with different things and how it becomes the soundtrack to our lives, you know? So you hear a song and it reminds you of a time or a place or a person. And it's different so I have songs that I'm a fan of that will take me back to a time or place. But as a musician who writes music too, when I play, so I just had the experience of playing this song and remembering, it should remind me of what the song is about. Mm-hmm. But that's not the way it just went for me. It just reminded me of the guys that I used to play it with, Jason Maley and Kali Baba. I hope all you guys are doing okay out there. Keep the tresses for sure. Still can't. Oh, tresses. Okay, good one. Thanks for the vocab. I'm not ashamed to admit it when I don't know shit. It's okay to say I don't know. Nate says get it out of here. We're going to have to go back through the comments and take a vote.
April said get rid of it. Most of the girls are saying keep it and guys saying get rid of it. But so April went for get rid of it.
Crazy that this is the topic of conversation. Hi, Dog Mom. It's good to see you in here, Kayla. Jay Bird, happy Thanksgiving to you too, brother. I miss you. And I'll be up in town this weekend and next weekend, so we got to get together and see how many bars we can get kicked out of together. See how many are even fucking open. Who knows? Jill, thanks, Mama. I appreciate you. Maria, I feel like harmonies are like drugs, too. It's my go-to rehab. Whenever I feel like I got a detox, just get in the old studio and make some music with my good friend Jenny. Anyway, I hope we get to see you soon, Mario. There is some murmurings of an Irish tour reunion. But without any further ado, I hope you guys are enjoying what we're playing for you. This next tune I'm really excited about because this is the song on Jenny's album that will be out very soon that she wrote all by her little self. And she plays all by her little self. And it's probably the most badass song on the album. So I'm going to pass the guitar over to my good friend Jenny Stakes. And in return, I want you to pass me Mega Flask.
If there, this next tune is called "The Box," and I've been working on a music video for it, and it's really exciting. I've asked a bunch of women that I know if they would send little videos of themselves holding up signs or pictures or doing something really where they feel like they're in their power, and it's coming out really beautiful. So to all the women who participated in that, I really appreciate it. It's really wonderful.
Can I just propose a toast?
Signs and all those they're female heroes. I left that part out.
I just felt like this is a great time to toast to badass women, girl power.
I totally am into toasting to badass women and girl power.
And to Jenny Porter for making an album, which is no easy undertaking from beginning to end.
Well, I definitely couldn't have done it without you, Tone. Literally, the first song I wrote was 10 years ago, and I remember at Tony's first part when I met him out in Beckett, we were in the basement studio and writing it, and we've been working on writing these tunes up till now from 10 years ago. So it's so nice. That was my favorite house you've lived in.
Remember
Besides
some of the versions of those tunes have changed
Cheers.
so much.
Ooh.
Smoke them if you got them.
She's not ashamed to eat. She doesn't fit in size 2 jeans. And her smile doesn't weigh a thing. So that's what she proudly brings. Her family and friends from school are married, have kids, and houses with pools. They're all flowing down the same stream. She's just always had another dream. And she's no weak or frail. She doesn't want your pity. She sleeps naked under the apple tree. Her life is not about being pretty. She kisses who she loves. She shaves her head. She works with explosives, and she is well read. And you can't box her in or take away her voice. 'Cause what she does with her life is her choice. She loves making love to women. She loves making love to men. She rarely opens her legs. She likes you on your knees while you beg. 'Cause she's not weak or frail. She doesn't want your pity. She sleeps naked under the apple tree. Her life is not about being pretty. She kisses who she loves. She shaves her head. She works with explosives, and she is well read. And you can't box her in or take away her voice. And what she does with her life is her choice. Thanks, guys. So really amazing. My one of my favorite people ever, Zoe, just chimed in, and that was one of my best friends from Emma Willard.
Emma Bestie.
Perfect. And that was an all-girls school that I went to. And talking of badass females, that's Zoe. She's a poet. And we should definitely get her on the show, too. Zoe. Oh, she's...
I would love to do a poetry night. I tried to get one off the ground last season, and it turns out poets are as introverted as they sound.
Oh, she is...
don't want to come out.
She's got a big personality. Zoe's the whole package.
All right, well, we should talk about that. What a beautiful song, Jenny.
Hey, thanks, guys.
When are you dropping that video on us?
Once we have the mastered track, then I'll throw it in the video and put it out there. It's my first video editing attempt, so Griffin, no judgment. Griffin's like a video master.
He really is. He's taught me so much, dude. Seriously, I would have had no idea when I sat down to do this, which is funny that. So this actually makes for a perfect segue.
Oh, it is.
Before I met Griffin, my good buddy Alex Shire out in Port Huron, Michigan, had been prodding me for a good year or two. Like, listen, Uncle Tony, you really got to get your shit together with technology. You know, you got to get on social media. Do you have an Instagram account? Do you know what Instagram is? To which you responded unilaterally, no, and I don't give a shit. And he sort of, forced me to take a closer look at some of those ideas. And we did a little live stream from my camper with his iPhone on a tripod.
A tripod. There goes your technology.
His iPhone on a tripod, and then subsequently I started taking a look at some of this stuff, and then of course I meet the infamous Griffin Baaack, who has really taken this mutant camper to a whole new level. So in a lot of ways, we've all come sort of full circle. I got the guy who sold me this godforsaken monstrosity right here, my buddy Donnie. Who I think is trying to fart out the door without realizing the door is closed. Yeah, we're on that camera now. Do you want to go to this camera here or put your tongue in the camera? Anybody want to make out with Donnie virtually? Now's the time. And don't worry, his wife doesn't get jealous. She'll actually...
She'll applaud you and say thank you.
She'll sign off on it for a small fee. So Josh, if you're still watching, Josh Jones out there, all my friends out in Port Huron, this is a tune that has become near and dear to my heart that I found through you guys. And every time I've shared it with somebody else, especially the farm crew out here, it gets a little emotional because, it's a song in this time. So this is a tune by Willie Nelson's kid. Lucas Nelson, right? And surprisingly, he's one of the few sons of a famous person that doesn't suck. And we love this tune because we, like so many of you, are just tired. We're just over it. We don't care. Like the politics, let's stop being so mad at each other and find out what's real. And I feel like we all sort of are. This is a tune about that. I believe that every heart is kind. Some are just a little underused. Hatred is a symptom of the times. Lost in these uneducated blues. Well, I just want to love you while I can. All these other thoughts get me confused. Well, I don't need to try to understand. Maybe I'll just turn off the fucking news. Turn off the news and build a garden. Just my neighborhood and me. We might feel a bit less hardened. We might feel a bit more free. Turn off the news and raise the kids. Give them something to believe in. Teach them how to be good people. Give them hope that they can see. Hope that they can see. Turn off the news and build a garden with me. Well, builds trust, builds trust. Oh, that negativity's a bust. Yeah, trust builds trust. Don't you wanna be happy? Oh, turn off the news and build a garden. Just my neighborhood and me. We might feel a bit less hardened. We might feel a bit more free. Turn off the news and raise the kids. Give them something to believe in. Teach them how to be good people. Give them hope that they can see. Hope that they can see. Turn off the news and build a garden with me. I love that tune. It's one of those songs that every time it comes on, I can't tell if I want to cry or feel good. Or maybe there's a good cry in there somewhere. I find the older I get, the more emotional I get. Last week, I had to give my buddy Donnie a ride home over the mountain, and he had given me horrifying directions. So this back road is a dirt road, and you know, normally he pulls out his ball bag on a ride like that, and we all have a good laugh. But for some reason, it was so sad. It was so sad.
Hey, Sean.
Sean Leonard! Oh my God! This is almost an Ireland tour reunion.
It really is.
That's where he hired us. 2 years in advance.
And none of us remembered.
and then he sent us a message a month or two before the event. We were like, what are you talking about? Oh, man. Well. How about this? Let's do one more tune. And then we have kind of a special little piece we want to do here. You guys are accustomed to Umi's Happy Minute. And Umi is going to be around. He's going to chime in here momentarily. But this is going to take a turn. I feel like I want to have some kind of drink. Yeah. Umi, watch out. I think Donnie's got a crush on you.
I do. I love it.
Well, thank you guys for sticking with us. Thank you guys for hanging out. We got one more tune for you. Then we're going to go on over to see what Umi's doing, see what kind of cocktail he wants to help us whip up tonight. I hope everybody's having a great Thanksgiving Eve, whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with. I would say, you know, be safe, but I grew up Catholic, so I don't be wrapping it up. I don't be pulling out. So do what you got to do. Just be prepared to pay the piper, because all you people out there with kids complaining about homeschool are making me sick. I'm single with no kids for a reason, and I do whatever I want, whenever I want, all day, every day. Oh, yeah. Johnny Green! Oh, Indiana. We got to talk, Mama. It's been a long time. Where you been and did you miss me? I remember all those summer evenings when we would gather around that firelight, 'cause we'd be drinking, dancing, laughing, loving all night. She comes to me, in her words they hit me like wine, as if to say all good things in good time. my brother. I couldn't help but wonder if you could have loved another. Stay with me tonight, maybe just for a while, 'cause it was always just enough for me to see you smile. She looked at me, in her eyes they spill into mine, as if to say all good things in good time. Maybe sisters or brothers or enchanted lovers, stay together while you can. Just love each other like we did back then. Yeah. She looked at me, in her eyes they spill into mine, as if to say all good things in good time. Yeah. Happy holiday to all of you and yours. Thank you guys for listening. We're gonna pass it on over, and then we're gonna come right back here to the camper. We're gonna have a couple of cocktails together. We're gonna listen to all of your silly requests, play a couple of them, provided A, we know them, and B, you don't have terrible taste in music. That's the beautiful Jenny Porter sitting next to me. Thanks for coming all this way, Jenny.
Hey, that's the beautiful Tony Lee Thomas sitting next to me.
Oh, Jesus. In good time. In good time. In good time. See you guys in a few minutes.
Hey, guys.
Mike Lynch, and I'm gonna be helping you out for the duration of however the fuck long this takes. We're gonna be going over a couple of things right out of this bathroom in whatever fucking bar I'm at in Pittsfield, and hopefully we can help craft you a proper cocktail.
Homies happy minute. Homies.
I thought this was a fucking bad dream.
What is this?
This is the dream. And you
It's
just-
actually happening?
It's actually.
Where's my mouth? Season 2, huh?
Season 2. Glad you could be here, bud.
I'm out of here, huh?
I guess so.
Everybody, I'm leaving you in the great hands of my friend Mike Lynch. This man's right here taught me a lot of stuff I know about making cocktails. So I will be popping in throughout the season, hopefully. Kind of like I'm gonna be the Kramer of the show.
Oh yeah. Does that make me the Jerry?
You could be Jerry. You could be Costanza. It depends on if you're having a good, funny day.
Yeah.
What are you making today?
Today's gonna be a lion's tail.
And I get to drink it?
Like, yeah, sure. Why not?
I put rice in here. Hey, I love you guys, Tony, Jenny. You guys are crushing it. I'm so happy season 2 starting. I'm gonna leave you guys with my boy, Dippers and Rippers. Do it up.
Thanks, dude.
I'm not jealous or anything, but I'm gonna miss you.
Oh, so what we've got for you today is something that's going to take the edge off. Because if you're anything like me, you were probably drinking around 4 p.m. yesterday until about 10:30, passed out by 11, and woke up around 12:30 just to let everything inside of you out. And then waking up around, 7, 8 a.m. today, I decided to say, fuck this shit. Because I am not feeling the wellest. What we're gonna do is go over a few things of what we're using right now, what to do, why to do it, all that fun shit, and then we'll just dive straight into it, I suppose. So what we're gonna be making today is called a lion's tail, and unfortunately I did not set up myself for that. So what we're gonna do is go over the recipe real quick. Give me 1 second here. We are gonna have all this stuff right here. So we're gonna use 2 ounces of bourbon, some lime juice, some Allspice Dram, some simple syrup, and some Angostura. And I'll go over all that stuff in a second. If you're anything like me, a little bit of a whiskey drinker, you've hopefully seen some Elijah Craig around. Now they put out a damn good bourbon, and since this is Thanksgiving, I figured why not get the strong shit. It's 94 proof. So if you do have the ability to get some Elijah Craig, I know it's a little bit glary. This stuff is delicious. The other thing you're probably asking about is what the hell is this? Allspice Dram kind of tastes like the cloves you get in your mother's ham, but way more delicious and to get you drunk. So it's definitely more worth it to have some of that. We're gonna use some lime juice, and then we're also gonna use some simple syrup, some Ango. It's gonna be a nice, easy drink. It's definitely fall inspired, and like I said, I woke up at about 12:30 vomiting, so it definitely does the trick, especially if you drink about 3 of them back to back. Not so bad. So, what we want to do here is go ahead and get tools ready, if you have them. One of the most important ones that we're going to have is one of these guys, a jigger. I know, it kind of makes me look pretentious, and you might ask yourself, why the fuck would you need this? That's because we want to make the perfect drink every time. I'm not sure if you've seen this video before from good old Food Network.
2 shots of vodka.
1 or 2 shots. We can measure those out a little bit better with this thing rather than just pouring the booze right into the glass. And what we're also gonna need here is to start from the basics and get some lime juice prepared for yourself as well, which is actually pretty simple. Let's see if we got this working. Beautiful. So this is my workspace right here. You can see all the things I'm going to use. If you've never actually made lime juice before or pressed some, it's super simple. What you need is a knife, preferably of about serial killer size. And all you really have to do is chop your lime right down, just like that, nice and easy. And all we need on top of that, if I could find my tools, would be, ooh, that was my belly button. We're going to have a belly button lint cocktail as well after. That's just for the homies. What we're going to do is go ahead and throw this lime in, face down, press that into something that you should be using. For now, I'm probably just going to use this glass. If you can strain this, even better, but just nice and easy, just like that. And these limes are absolutely gigantic. Like seriously, these are like gorilla testicle sized limes. So, I probably only really need about half of one. And that should get me the 3/4 ounce of lime juice that I'll need later on. Super simple. Speaking of simple, there's also simple syrup in this recipe. I went ahead and made it in advance, so we have this right here. You'll notice it's nice and dark. That's because I used some turbinado sugar instead of our regular clear sugar, or sorry, white sugar. Doesn't make a huge difference what you're using. This stuff will make it taste a little bit better, at least. Now, coming back to me. What we're also gonna need is a shaker set. So I've got my wonderful pint glass and also a shaker, because we're gonna shake the shit out of this one. Anything else on top of that? I think we're just about good. The one other thing that isn't necessarily gonna be found in your house is going to be a little bit of our Angostura. Super tiny bottle. You don't really need much. If you've ever had a Manhattan before, this is one of the key ingredients, and it's gonna make this drink a little bit more delicious and add a little bit more clove. Now, what we're gonna need to be doing is starting off with our pint glass. No ice first. I'm gonna get rid of my serial killer size knife. Place that over there for now, and let me focus this a little bit. So, what I'm gonna do is actually start with some of our smallest ingredients. So I'm gonna start off with good old Angostura, and these, you use them in dashes. So we just need one good dash of Angostura for this. Going in next, I'm gonna go ahead and get that simple syrup all squared away. I'm gonna use 1/4 ounce. You could technically use a scale for this, but you can't really see. There's just a little bit in there. We'll go over another video on how to use all these tools more appropriately in the future. We are also going to have 1/4 ounce of our Allspice Dram, so nice and easy. Right in. Boom, just like that. I hope you can hear this. Now we also have some lime juice pressed just by our wonderful Umar Miranda. Go ahead and use 3/4 ounce for this. And lastly, we're gonna go ahead and crack our Elijah Craig. With that, and like I said, it's 94 proof. I'm doing a special Thanksgiving cocktail for you. You probably need a stiff drink at the end of a day like today, or I guess midday like today. So this goes a hell of a long way. This cocktail's been adapted to get you extra fucked up. Go ahead. I've got a wonderful thing of ice next to me. What you probably don't necessarily want to do in the professional world that I'm going to do right now is just fist that shit right in there. We're going to get this nice and full. All the way up to the top with ice. Now, go ahead. Leave it like that for 1 second, because if you've ever been to a cocktail bar, you know, they probably have this wonderful little thoughtful face on. I'm more of a fan of just staring you directly in the eyes as best I can and making you feel really uncomfortable. We don't need much to shake. What we're gonna do, a little bit of that. A little smell. Smells delicious. We'll go back here. And what I would typically put this in is a coupe glass. That's in like a real bar scenario. Who the fuck wants to use one of these while you're at home? Who are you if you do? More power to you, I guess. What we're gonna do is use a glass that's a little bit more acceptable for home use. And we're gonna go ahead and use our little lowball glass. I've got a Hawthorne strainer here. These are super useful. I like to keep all the ice out of my drink so it doesn't dilute over time. Just gonna go ahead and pour that on. Just like that. Get every last drop out of it. And there we are. If you want to be a pro, do that so you can clean this later on. And that is our lion's tail. Nice and simple. You'll notice it comes out pretty dark brown. Looks like the whiskey we made it with. And it should smell and taste absolutely delicious. Oh yeah. And that came out as good as possible. Now, going back to the good old bathroom that we're in. This is basically a whiskey sour, but a little bit classed up considering what you had back in fucking college when they used to pour sour mix off of a gun. This is gonna taste absolutely delicious, and it's one of the best fall cocktails that you can make, especially if you're a whiskey lover and you've never had something like this before. It tastes incredible. Umar, can we get the king's approval here?
How'd it go?
It went all right.
Smells so good. Is that allspice?
That's the allspice, baby.
Dude, where does this thing come from?
The West Indies, if I'm not mistaken. It says a product.
Like
of
the
West
U.S. West Indies?
Indies. What?
I don't know.
So this on its own, you typically won't see this to be drank on its own anywhere. This is used in maybe like 3 cocktails that I know of offhand.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is the time of year where they sell cases of
You could
this
probably
stuff.
put a little bit like a hot toddy or something.
Yeah, that's actually what we have an idea for a video in the next couple of weeks. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, he's ahead of the game. He knows what he's doing. Should we have you take a little sip? See how it is?
That's really, really good.
Yeah.
Actually, Tony and Jenny, if you're watching, Tony's a big whiskey lover.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw it, but they drink out of this flask that's this big.
Oh, I saw
They're on
something
the
like this earlier.
And they fill it with Jameson.
Yeah.
And, you know, Jenny's more of a margarita person.
Yep.
And Tony's more of a whiskey person. But I feel like a lion's tail would meet those,
Yeah.
you know, those
both
two.
of them.
Yeah. 'Cause you're getting like, you know, a little bit of like the citrusy stuff. And you're still like, this is whiskey.
It's absolutely. If you find yourself some stuff that's a little bit higher in proof, I definitely suggest it.
What'd
Especially
you-
for
what'd
this
you
winter
use?
days. Elijah Craig's.
94.
Small batch.
Oh, this
yeah.
is the type of shit that fucks you up.
Yeah, that's why half of it was gone because I got a little bit too fucked up.
Hey.
This isn't from
What do they call it?
cocktail testing for other people. This is from, straight back.
Yeah.
drinking.
Yeah, so it's one of those what do they call it? Like the nervous jitters, you know? There's only one thing that
Yeah.
can fix it.
Sometimes-
More proof.
Sometimes it's time for a sipper, and sometimes it's time for a ripper.
Ooh.
Oh.
Baby. That rolled off the tongue, my guy.
Well, if you're already here,
Yeah, we just Oh, is it time for a ripper,
I
dude?
think it might
Pass the torch ripper?
pass the torch.
Oh, dude, we're gonna make a song for you.
Oh, all right, I'm down.
I mean, we're working with the overlord Griffin Bach. Shout out to Gigabit
Oh yeah,
because they're crushing these live streams like all through quarantine. So like, super pumped on that. Happy to be a part of the crew.
yeah.
I'll always be around.
Thank you for keeping tuned in. By the way, this has been awesome, and obviously this is the first one with me involved. So
Oh,
I had a little coaching from this guy, and we had a last moment little fiasco that happened.
dude, everything works out.
Everything
works out.
works out. It's Thanksgiving.
And there's butts behind us too.
There are butts behind us.
Forgetting about the butts. I should let the butts. I'm not as important as butts.
It's true.
Beach bums, huh? Oh man,
All right.
guys.
Well, thank you so much. This is actually going to be probably a closing scenario if you're ready. If you keep in tune and kind of check Instagram or wherever our recipes are going to be posted, we'll probably be taking a ripper together at the end of the night to send us all off. I feel like that's
Yeah. Sippers and rippers?
Yeah.
I love it.
And if you don't want to take a ripper, you can keep on sipping too. So,
I know that Jenny and Tony are watching and they're going to rip this with us.
yes, please.
You definitely have a Coors Light in your hand. Don't tell me you don't, my guys. Cheers, bud. Yo,
Cheers.
You're crushing it and it's going to be amazing. By the way, before I say crushing it one more fucking time, Ribbon edited this thing of me last season
Yeah.
and he just edited how many times I say crushing it.
Oh, yeah? Was it a lot? Was it like 10 times an episode? Yeah,
It's so bad. So let's rip them.
absolutely.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Hmm.
Oh, wow.
All right. I have to go to the restroom.
Yep,
Send them off, baby.
I will.
Love you guys.
Hell yeah. And yeah, this is all we've got. We'll keep you posted with recipes in the future. Hopefully we'll get ingredients done a little bit further out. We have quite a few cocktails to go over. In the next coming weeks, you're gonna see definitely a ooh, that one kind of lit me up a little bit. You're definitely gonna see a hot toddy coming up, which you're gonna need a little bit of honey, a little bit of whiskey, a little bit of hot water for, and we're probably gonna reuse the Allspice Dram because personally, I kind of hate putting cloves in things. It's kind of weird and time consuming. Honestly, it's a little bit gross. So we'll figure out some things to go with that. After that, we need to get some vodka cocktails for y'all because I know not everybody's a whiskey drinker. So we have some things figured out. We'll be going over specific recipes, hopefully too. I'm gonna have a little bit of a YouTube series on how to make certain ingredients, so you're never actually left out of the loop. And since Homeboy isn't here, I think it's actually time for Ripper number 2. Because to be honest, this is a little bit stressful setting this stuff up. I've never used my kitchen in such a way, and I've never been on video before, so. Goodness. It tastes delicious, and we have more. My goodness. I can't think of much else. Do we have much else? We go back to this. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, I'm kind of dying up. Yeah, absolutely. I needed to.
Is it done?
What?
The Ripper 2.
You want another Ripper too?
The Griff give you the thing?
What the?
94 proof.
94 proof feels good in the tummy, my dude.
Oh man, too much fun. How much fun is that?
Good job.
You guys,
You did well.
do we love Lynchy? I
You did
fucking
so
love
well.
Lynchy. I love Lynchy for a bunch of reasons. One, I feel like there's a certain drama, kind of like the Game of Thrones. We just killed off Umi. But, you know, in comes fucking, you know, Lynchy. And he's a handsome devil. I think that he was definitely abbreviating his experience of drinking last night and waking up today. I want to hear more. I'm made of questions. I'm looking forward to getting to know him over the course of season 2. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So, Lynchy, thank you so much for doing this from O'Loughlin's bathroom. For those of you who are familiar with the Beach Bums, you know the tumultuous story of that poster that hangs in a tight bathroom that's it's smaller than my camper bathroom, if you can imagine that.
Really?
Yeah, it really is.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like half the size of the space. No shot. Like it's like the sink. It's basically you just walk in and there's a sink and a toilet. And if you turn on the sink too hard, it sprays water all over you and you walk out like you pissed yourself.
The girls' bathroom's nice.
Yeah, I know. Well, I got to overcompensate for all the nasty shit you guys do. But I will tell you this. That fucking poster, I post that poster for anybody that's ever been to O'Loughlin's in Pittsfield when I go there to drink often so that people who are in the know where I'm hanging out. But that poster went through there's a long tail there around how that poster happened. And maybe we'll tell that story at some point later in the season. But here we are in the second half of the Happy Camper Show. I'm so glad we're back. You guys, thanks for sticking around. If you're still hanging around, throw something up in the chat so I know you're there. I saw some requests pop up earlier, but now they're gone. They've evaporated into the ethos that is our digital communication. So if you'd like us to play a song, we'd like to know what it is, and we will berate you if it's a terrible choice. There was a tune that we kind of forgot to do in our first set. And I'm thinking this might be a good opportunity to do it. It's either Jenny, you make the call. It's either going to be you know what? Maybe we'll save it for the last tune.
Sure. Let's save for the last.
That way,
one.
hopefully, everybody will have stopped watching, and you won't see what there's. It's not going to be pretty.
It's really exciting.
Okay. Well, it looks like if you guys were around for season 1, then you know that we put a lot of effort into the quarantine crew. That sort of created our first safe haven up in the wilds, up in the mountains when I came back from New Orleans. And And that crew has expanded. Our family has gotten deeper. And I want to introduce you guys to what we've commonly come to fondly refer to as the Garage Crew. So coming into the camper now, we've got Todd. Say hi to the camera right there by you. Yeah, that's Todd. That's my buddy Todd Casavallan. He owns Misty Meadow Farm. He's been kind enough to let us camp here for the winter. And that's our other brother Eric, who's a man of few words. And then sitting right in front of me right here, that's Kara. Eric and Kara own the farm across the street, Dragon Wing Farm. And they spent a lot of time over the weekend killing their animals. They say it more eloquently than I do. They say things like we're processing, we'll be preparing birds for consumption. I say, fuck it, kill them. I want them in my belly. There's a goose running around here named Easter, and it hates me because it knows that I'm looking at it like a fucking meal. Anyway, I only mention all of that because I want you guys to know the family here. You guys know Donnie and Cozy. Beautiful Kara, Eric, and Kaz. You guys are so close to my heart. You got a brother for life over here. Jenny, I don't know about her. She's kind of,
I love you guys. Don't listen to him.
I don't know what to tell you.
Don't listen to him.
But so here's the story. So these guys, I was originally planning on being around to learn how they process their animals and help them get ready. And it turns out I had some other things to deal with, and they chose this weekend. it was a bad scheduling thing. So I came back from my tribulations, and my brother Todd says, we've got a turkey for you and your family. And I said, well, what's it going to cost me? This shit ain't free. And they said, all it's going to cost you is a couple of tunes. So the next set of songs we're going to play are songs that have been requested by the Garage Crew that we did not practice or rehearse in any way, shape, or form. So prepare for a train wreck of disappointment. And this is our way of saying thank you, guys. We love you very dearly. Thanks for joining us. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We'll definitely get to your requests in the chat as soon as we get through this set, so stick around. Jesus. I don't know about you guys, but my guitar playing has been getting steadily worse through the course of this pandemic. And
just because you're getting old, brother.
Yeah, well, that doesn't help.
I mean, if you're other than holding on to socks, it'll be good.
Look, okay, Donnie is berating my habits, which actually was a point of contention when I got here to the farm, because before I got to the farm to stay, I had to make a hasty exit out of the murder motel I was renting behind O'Loughlin's. And I had a bunch of shit. I was moving into the camper full-time for the first time. And that's when I realized I was going to have to find a place to stash at least some of the stuff that I wanted to hang on to. So I packed up a bunch of boxes and hit the road. And then my buddy Donnie and my good friend Jenny Porter agreed to generously help pack it all up and move it and find places to put it. So I've got friends that have inherited, hundreds of VHS tapes. I've got friends that have inherited my original Nintendo Entertainment System and all the games that came along with it. And apparently the box that had all of my dirty DVDs from back when Video Expo was open ended up in Todd's garage. So if you don't know what Video Expo was, that's what we used to call back in the day. We used to call that an adult bookstore. And you'd go in there, and there'd be a couple of guys with blonde mustaches and trench coats milling around. The floors are sticky, but you're on a mission. You got to find your next love interest. And I've hung on to some of those DVDs and VHS tapes for years. So apparently someone in the farm went rummaging around where they shouldn't have been rummaging and found some dirty movies. And we had to have a little talk about it. Todd takes me aside one day and he says, brother, we gotta talk. And I said, I fucked it up already. And LBJ. Hey, LBJ, anytime you want to make a movie, I'll come on down there with cameras. Did you ever meet LBJ? I met her through Banjo. Oh, you call her Killer now.
I love Killer.
Oh, it's my long lost love.
Jennifer Yolnick. Oh my God, sorry.
Who's Jennifer Yolnick?
That's one of my favorite people of all time. That's my house parent from Emma Willard.
So she's a teacher?
She is like she was the person who controlled the dorms, was the lady on the dorms that was basically the mother to all of us.
Because phonetically, that name does not line up with
Yolnick.
I think somebody misspelled something. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So Haley, Dan Alden, it's good to see you, brother. Thanks for continuing to send me multi-million-dollar homes that you think I'm going to buy. You've clearly overestimated my financial standing, but I appreciate the compliment. It's my buddy Dan Alden. I used to get drunk with him at La Casina 20 years ago. Now he's a real estate guy in South County, where all the rich people live.
Jen put it perfectly. She was a teacher of life lessons.
I love it.
Isn't that cute?
I love it. Jen, I think we're going to be friends.
Yeah.
Well, it's great to see you guys. Okay, so we're going to get into a couple of little ditties here that the farm crew has requested in payment for the turkey that they're sending to my mom and my sister. I love these guys. Let's take one more look at them. Everybody say hi to the people on the internet. That's the garage crew, y'all. This is for you guys. Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care, I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me. Take me out to the black, and they know I ain't coming back. Burn the land and boil the sea. You can't take the sky from me. This one's for Kara. Well, I could be a rambler from the 7 down. I don't pay taxes 'cause I never file. I don't do business, I don't make me smile. I love my aeroplane 'cause she got style. I'm a treetop flying. I pull the part, I'm a born survivor, yeah. I work alone. Well, I'll fly whiskey for you. I'll fly guns. Yeah, bush league pilots can't get the job done. You fly the can you never see the sun. There's no such thing as an easy run. Yeah, I'm a treetop flyer. I pull the fight, I'm a born survivor. Yeah. I work alone. Yeah. Smuggler and I could get shot. I ain't gonna die, I ain't gonna get caught. I'm a flying fool, you gotta watch me. When I get hot, I'm a treetop flyer. Yeah, I pull the fight, I'm a born survivor. Yeah, I work alone. No place that I can be since I found serenity. You can't take the sky from me. remember how to play this thing. Kara, I love you.
I love you too.
Oh, we got a Pete Boyd in the house. That's my brother in arms from the 413, Mr. Pittsfield himself. If we can get him to come back, maybe we're talking about doing some recording in here this winter, so we may see Pete Boyd in the camper again. JT, you know you're my brown coat brother, from the brown coat brother, other mother brown. This is probably somebody who doesn't know the show Firefly might think there's a racial thing going on here. I'm into it. Oh, Pat, it's good to see you, brother. It's been a little while. I saw you posted those bases on the wall, man. It really made me get a hankering to want to come do some picking with you. I hope we get an opportunity to do that. Well, without further ado, I suppose it would only be right for us to go, back-to-back jacks. If I'm going to give one to Kara, I got to give one to her gracious husband, Eric. He's a man of few words. He's easily the smartest guy up here, though he would never tell you that. Although, every time I think that, then I'll hear something crazy like, he locked his wife in the barn.
Oh.
That's a story for another time. Eric's got a special place in my heart. When I pulled in here, he was the first one to help hook up the electricity. And, anybody that knows a trade knows that when you have a trade and people know that you have that trade, people start expecting you to put out like some kind of off-work prostitute. And when you get done working on your trade all day long, wherever you're getting paid to do it, the last thing you want to do is come home and do that shit again. Musicians run into it all the time. People will call us and be like, oh, hey, we're throwing a big party. And you get excited, like, oh, I'm getting invited to a party. And then they go, we really want you to come. Oh, I'd really love to come. And, bring a guitar. It'd be great if you could play for 2 or 3 hours. And we'll give you all the free beer you want. Well, my landlord does not accept Bud Lights for compensation. You know what I mean? And when you're off the clock, the last thing you want to do is do the thing. So, for electricians and carpenters, it's like, you get invited to a party and it's, well, okay, we're all going to be over here hanging out drinking, but, if you could fix the breaker board downstairs or maybe build us some new cabinets and you just want to stab people. So, Eric, I appreciate you. I was in here working on Jenny's album and the whole studio went dark when my outlet died and the boys came in and put me back on track with this sexy outlet. I want to pan the camera over there, but it's buried. It's a beautiful thing. And now I feel at least 10% less certain that this thing will burn to the ground by the end of 2020. So this one's for you, brother. This is a song called Ode to Silver Lake that I wrote about my hometown. There's a lake made of silver. The bramble in the bush stays golden brown. People from near and far see the water shine cold bright stars as the traffic drops the guardrail wrapped around. Our daddies went down for the fishing.
Daddy, let's go.
And now they wouldn't even try. Yeah, the plant had to dump that waste, so they sunk it to the bottom of the lake until all the fish turned into headlights in the sky. Now, but we had to make a living, and you can't stop. So baby, we kept on counting. All the money couldn't buy the truth, cause we spent it all with our youth in a poison fountain, climbing to the top of the old gold mountain. Yeah. And mama, don't let your baby go outside. It don't matter if the sun is shining. The hot rocks coming out of the earth, sparks fly as they hit the dirt. Now your baby's homesick and she won't stop crying. And you can live here, just don't drink the water. We live here because it don't cost much. Yeah, mist rises up from across the air. Put your mask on, you better beware, cause you can look but you can't touch. Now you know we had to make a living. You can't stop, so maybe we kept on counting. Now the money couldn't buy the truth, cause we spent it all with our youth in a poison fountain. They're climbing to the top of the Ogo Mountain. Climbing to the top of the Ogo Mountain. All these plans that we put together, all our big business endeavors, crumble and tumble in time. In these impatient days, and in all our fast food ways, will it always be our children who pay for messes that we leave behind? Silver. The bramble in the bush stays golden brown. And I've been to the top of the Ogo Mountain. I hope that I can get back down. I hope that I can get back down from that golden fountain. Maybe I'm sitting on top of the Ogo Mountain. You guys are oh, that's
Tony.
fun. Hey, Grifficus.
Tony,
Look at, we're in the same box.
we're in the same place virtually. This is fantastic.
I can't believe it. We've been wanting to do this for a year, and it took Roger and Griffin a year to innovate this technology. Look who
Yeah.
it is.
Woo.
Look who it is.
Woo.
Wait, where is he?
Woo.
He's right down there. He's down there.
Woo. No, other side.
Over
Yeah.
here. He's
Yeah.
right at, see? Can I tickle you?
Mm-hmm.
Open your mouth. Donnie's trying to do it, but he's like touching a monitor. He doesn't understand cameras. Oh, Griff.
Tony,
How's it going in Cambridge?
it's going well. How's it going over there in Berkshire County?
Dude, I got to be honest with you. This is the best apocalypse ever.
Yeah, Griffin, this all looks really good, by the way. You're killing it.
Thank you, Jenny. You guys are crushing it, and the lighting is magnifique. You guys look, you're glowing.
I don't know if Jill is still watching, but I feel like this. I wish my mom was in, and we like, because now that we're on together, maybe they could somehow meet. I can't wait for our moms to meet.
Tony, we have to have a mom special.
Is that a weird? I think we should too. Maybe Mother's Day. When is Mother's Day?
Yes. I don't know. I've never known.
I miss it every year, and I'm in the doghouse.
I have to
for a
look
month.
it up every time. Every
Okay,
year.
so maybe this year we actually redeem ourselves for so many years
Yes.
of poor sunning.
Sunship.
Sunship. Oh man.
I love sun chips.
Dude,
I don't
look
know,
at all
that's
look
from
at all
Rhode
our
Island.
friends in the chat. I don't know. So Sean McKinnon.
Oh, there she
that's
is, my mom.
No,
Oh.
Jill. Jill's in the house. Jill,
Yeah.
I will say this. It's great that you tune into this stuff, and I'm glad that you give me a pass on my filthy mouth because my mom actually sat me down for a talking to yesterday. And she was like, Anthony, I really want to support you and I want to watch your show, but I got to be honest with you. I get to about 15 minutes and I feel like I'm watching the Antichrist. So I had to talk to her about the horrifying world we live in and how some of us are more equipped to deal with it than others. But I think we should have a mom special that'll be like the first and possibly only family-friendly Happy Camper show.
Yeah.
Yes?
If we could both not swear the whole time. Or, you
Maybe
know what, we could
make a
could have
game out of
buttons.
it.
Yeah, we can have buttons, too, where we hit them every
You know
time
what we should
wanna
do?
swear.
So we should make the agreement that we're not going to swear for the whole show. Inevitably, we all will. But we can have the audience, pick, they'll back us like horses. And whoever slips the most wins.
Oh, we'll have a
whoever
meter. It'll
whoever
meter.
slips the least. We have to be incentivized to not swear. So it has to be whoever swears the least wins.
My mom says it's okay if you say fuck only twice. I'm pretty sure those are the same rules for rated PG-13. I think you'd say fuck one time in a PG-13 movie. Yeah.
This is the best. I'm so glad that you guys are with us. This is so much fun.
Yep. This is awesome.
Oh,
it's so awesome. I feel like I'm in the camper.
I feel like you are in the camper.
This is the best thing in the world.
And you're also in our hearts.
Griff, you should be here, fucker.
Oh, I know. I want to be there. I want to be there, Donnie. Where's Cozy?
She's behind me.
Well, Cozy, get in frame. I want to see you.
Cozy's in the. We're on that.
Cozy!
One now. It's Cozy.
Miss you.
Oh man.
And hi guys. This totally new fam. I can't wait to come out and meet you guys.
Yeah, dude, we got a whole new crew.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the Game of Thrones thing, right? We killed off Kimmy the landlord. She's dead. She's in a hole somewhere in Peru.
I am never gonna die.
Donnie is like, he's like the Onion Knight, Sir Davos.
Oh yeah.
He just somehow manages to keep surviving grievous battles and then giving bad advice to the next guy.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know. We're gonna have to. Maybe we'll do a Game of Thrones themed show where we get everybody sort of on track. Wait, we're getting into dangerous territory here.
I realized that I need to get myself a clone of the Mega Flask too.
Oh my God, totally. If only I knew where the fuck that came from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can
know,
find it.
Where did she get it is the question. You know what I mean? I don't think she has two of them. Speaking of Mega Flask, what do you think, Jenny? You want to do a shot?
I do.
Griff, what do you got over there? Can we put something in our mouths together?
Ripper?
Yeah. Give me a minute.
Oh yeah, is this what? Can I ask you this? Is shots what they meant by rippers?
Yeah.
Okay, that was a point of contention that was actively discussed by many people.
Yep.
What's gonna happen here?
Yep. Sippers and rippers. And Lynchy said it off the cuff, and I was like, "That's it, right there. That's the best thing."
Well, let me just propose a toast on this holiday to the new Happy Camper crew.
Let me go get a ripper. Hold on.
Go get your ripper. This is a toast to the new Happy Camper crew, the new the family that has invited me in and given me shelter from the rain in more ways than one. Todd, Kara, Eric, to the old friends that have stuck by me through thick and thin, Donnie and Cozy, ain't going nowhere. You guys are gonna outlive me like Keith Richards. To our new bartender, Lynchy. I don't know if you're still watching, bro, but we loved every second of your segment. You fucking crushed it, man. I don't know how the hell you broke into O'Loughlin's through that segment, but
I'm pissed at Umi quit.
Donnie misses Umi. Oh, dear God in heaven. I feel like we're also the only ones in the Happy Camper production that don't have a green screen. Haley Broderick, TLT for Live. I love you. Jimmy Paluto's down
Jazzy.
He's down in the Carolinas, I think, someplace.
I think so. Myrtle Beach.
Yeah. We're going to have to go visit that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Alden, to answer your question, Olive has paid a visit to the camper, and she digs it. So I think the odds of getting her back in the limelight are steadily increasing. I would like to see her come sing again, too, because I miss her dearly.
All right. So, no rippers. Nothing around is rippable.
Okay, then I'll drink for 2.
Well, I was thinking maybe I'll just shotgun this beer.
Oh, Griff, I like your style. You know what?
Yep.
Donnie's going to shotgun one, too, with you.
Okay.
Because he doesn't do rippers either.
What are we doing?
You're shotgunning a beer with Griffin.
Shotgun a beer.
Go like in the middle of the camper so everybody can see you throw up.
I'm just doing this around all
Me
my
and so
expensive
me and
shit.
this is really coming full circle because me and Donnie used to piff beers back in the 4th Street days.
Piff.
Probably not the
Piff
same
beers.
way. Just fucking do it. Count of 3. Ready? Are you ready?
Wait, me?
We'll get
No, wait.
go over there. Oh my God, Donnie, you are the most high maintenance. Cozy, I don't know how the fuck you deal with this guy. So the way this works is, and Griff, I don't know if you do it this way. There's lots of different ways. This was our method, is that you would jam a knife into the bottom of the can and wedge open a nice fat air hole, and then open the top, and the whole beer goes down your neck.
So
Oh, he did it. Griff did it. Waiting on you, old man. Wrong side. This guy, unfucking believable. We are on a farm, so I suppose it's appropriate that I have animals in my camper. Donnie, are you ready? We're waiting. You're like a high school girl getting ready for the prom. Okay, go for it.
Oh shit!
Cheers, new crew.
Wait. I have no nails. Fuck.
Almost none of it went in his mouth. Oh, look, Griff's leaking too. He's pissing all over thousands of dollars of equipment, though.
Woo!
Oh, this is the best. This is the best season premiere ever. We're all getting a DUI tonight.
Just don't drive. Come on. You got everything you need over there.
Well, it turns out the request from Todd.
Louis, look at my pants. Hold on.
Oh yeah, let's look at the pants.
Yeah.
Put the light on it. It's not well lit.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yes. Donnie, get in the camera. Look at Donnie's stains. He's got stains too. You guys have matching stains.
Yeah, we're
Let's
matching.
start calling this stains giving.
That feels good.
He showed it. He's got pain. He pissed himself. You just threw up. He wins the gold in the Party Olympics. I see a bad stain rising. I see trouble on the way. I see Bud Lights and Coors running down your dirty jeans today. Don't go out tonight, 'cause it's bound to take your life. You're gonna get a DUI. I hear Donnie's pants are blowing. I see Griffin's dick is sore. You can't go take a piss. The zipper doesn't work anymore. So don't go around tonight. It's bound to take your life. You're gonna get a fucking DUI. Alright, hope you get your shit together. You're definitely not prepared to drive. Looks like the Stadies are coming together. They got you all dialed in tonight. Oh, don't go around tonight. You're bound to lose your license. There's a fucking DUI. I said, don't go around tonight. You're bound to lose your license. You're gonna get a DUI. That wasn't exactly the song that you asked for, Kaz, but, you know, maybe you can give me a little creative license. I mean, statistically, at least one of you in every household are supposed to get a DUI on a holiday like this, but I don't know if that's going to change. I'm curious about pandemic legal analytics in the new age. There was a rumor floating around in Berkshire County, and maybe some of you can corroborate this in the chat, that cops won't pull you over because they have to social distance or whatever. I don't think that's true. I've seen people pulled over, and it makes me nervous. Oh, man. All right.
We're going to do this in person. Me and you are doing the beers in person.
Oh, my God. Are we going to have a fucking drink-off on the show?
In person.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those, I love that you guys are hanging out with us. we have some exciting episodes coming up this season. I don't want to spoil it, but there's some shit. It's not just going to be me and Jenny sitting here playing crappy drunk cover tunes all year. I think we just added a new episode. I think it's got to be the Donnie Griffin Showdown. Griff, Donnie has thrown down the gauntlet. Are you prepared to accept his challenge?
Yeah.
Yes! Oh, I'm dying to know who comes out on top in this battle.
Donnie, first of all, how tall are you? How much do you weigh? Let's.
Griff's asking how tall you are.
That
and how
doesn't
much you
matter,
weigh.
Griffin. You can't. Isn't part of it.
Think of it like if you guys were porn stars.
It's an equation. It's an equation. There's some, tall, mass, and then how old is he compared to me?
All right,
we'll
listen.
figure it out.
You guys are both a pound of pasta. The only difference is Donnie is linguine and you're like elbows.
Exactly right.
It's still a pound. Still a pound.
Or bow ties.
You could be a bow tie, Griffin.
All right, but we'll give
Thank
you
you.
bow ties.
It's like it's a bunch of elbows, and then when you find a bow tie, it's in the wrong box.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to play a couple of tunes. We got some good requests. Surprisingly, you guys, look at this chat. This is all my people. These are my folks with my favorite taste in music. So I want to do a couple of these tunes. Not the least of which, I don't know if we can pull this one off here, but this was I don't know if Uncle Bacon was there. So Sean McKinnon is known by many names. He's known as Uncle Bacon. He's also known as Captain Shitfaced. And one night I was sitting on my couch alone, and he calls me and he says, TLT, I think we should go out and get fucked up tonight. And I said, I don't know, we've been going hard the last couple of nights. I think I'm going to take a night off. And he says, bullshit, I'm coming over. Get ready. And we hang up the phone, and literally 2 seconds later, he kicks my front door in. And he's got a bottle of rum in one hand, a 6-pack of beer in the other, and he says, let's get down to business. But when he kicked down the door and he jumped in, I saw, have you ever had one of those experiences where something happens and you smell something that's not there, or you see something that's not there, maybe you get superhuman? He kicked in the door and came in with the booze, and I swear to God, I saw a cape. And he came in and he said, it's Captain Shitfaced. So that's my buddy Sean. He's actually out by you, Griff. And he's asked for a Steely Dan tune that I love.
Yes.
Have you ever seen a squash tears? Well, look at mine. The people on the street have all seen better times. Any major dude with half heart surely will tell you, my friend, any minor world that breaks apart falls together again. But when the demon is at your door, in the morning it won't be there no more. Any major dude will tell you. dude will tell you. I never seen you looking so bad, my freaking one. You tell me that your super fine mind has come undone. Yeah, anything to do with alcohol, Johnny will tell you, my friend. Any modern world that breaks apart falls together again. When the demon is at your door, in the morning it won't be there no more. Any major dude will tell you. Any major dude will tell you.
Love you, Bacon.
That's for you, Bacon. I love you. Oh, man. Piffing is my forte from Pete Boyd. Ripper in hand. Who is that? Who's on the Happy Camper Show chat? Is that you, Griff?
Oh, in the green room chat there?
No. In the viewer chat,
Yep.
the Happy Camper Show. Is that you or is that Josh maybe?
It's not me. I haven't done anything.
Maybe
Could be
Josh.
Steve-O.
Maybe Steve-O. Happy Camper Show chat. Identify yourself. Jimmy got syrup all over himself. Jimmy Paluto, he used to go by Jazzy, and he worked in a restaurant we would play at up in Vermont. And when he was Jazzy, it was like an alter ego where we would put on this pink Pippi Longstockings wig, a big tutu, and just float around making pizzas and being a general sort of festive presence.
It was awesome.
Well, what I loved about it is that, people don't know this about Vermont. So if you're nowhere near Vermont, I'm going to give you a couple of spoilers about the state of Vermont. You think that it's liberal, progressive because you got Bernie Sanders in Burlington. That's about it.
Yeah.
The rest of the state is basically a Klan rally. So when you dress up in a fucking tutu as a dude and a Pippi Longstocking wig, two things happen, right? You got all the youngsters that get into it, right? And we're all having fun together. Maybe a freaky chick wants to fuck a clown that night. You know what I mean? It can work out. But on the other side of the house, you got all these old school dudes that just came in fresh off their rally, and it just gets them inflamed and fucking excited. So you get this like dichotomy in the crowd of people that kind of want to love each other and hate each other and kind of fuck each other, because really what the guy that's mad about it is that he just got a boner and can't understand how that happened. So, Jazzy, all that is to say, you might be a genius, and
Love you,
I
Jazzy.
miss seeing you. We got a couple of good requests coming up that I'd like to get into, if we could. So here's a tune I would like to do, but I want to do it a little different. One, because I've been bogarting the mic for the last couple of tunes, and we got the lovely, talented Jenny Porter sitting right here, and I'm sure you all are getting sick of listening to me. It was
No.
Steve-O, I knew it. So one of my buddies over there, who was it? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Danny. Han Solo.
You want me to sing it?
What do you think? Can you sing the lead vocal for that tune?
I can try.
And then I'll have to be you. I'll have to do some sexy little
I'm a
harmonies.
little nervous now. That's intimidating to play someone else's song.
I don't even know how to play it, so you're doing fine. Somebody throw some hearts up on the chat for Jenny Porter, will you? Can you even do that? I don't even know if we have that capability. This
You
might
can
be
put
heartless.
Get those hearts up there.
Winning guns blazing, trying to save the day. It was amazing, all the price that I paid. I only ever wanted the best for you, little darling. Yeah. I'll never ask you for a thing in return. I don't regret a single crash, flats and wrong turns. Well, sometimes it takes hard lines to show you what is true. Yeah, baby. So baby, I have one regret, oh yeah, that's for sure. It's that I never told you this before. I love you for one day past forever. And I'll leave you in 1 week after never. You say you love me, I'll say I know, and you better, little darling. Look out! This is so fun. This is very weird. Role reversal.
Yeah.
I'm like, my brain is so confused.
This is kind of for Jazzy. I feel like we're
Oh
cross-dressing
my God, we are
vocally.
cross-dressing vocally. Jazzy. Well, you need 6 or 7, so I'm gonna bring you 10. I'll follow you to Shanghai, and then I'll fly right back again. And if the sun is beating down, I'll be your cold Hughes brew.
Yeah, Dave Hughes.
Yeah, babe.
Yeah, Dave.
So baby, I can't promise much, oh no, not for sure. But mama, I'll promise you this once more. I love you for one day past forever. And I'll leave you in 1 week after never. You say you love me, I'll say I know, and you better. 'Cause I'm always thinking about you, and now I can't be without you anymore. If you're fighting battles you know you can't win, you need someone to show you how a fool rushes in. If you need me to kill or die, that's just what I'll do. A little darling.
Wait, I just got robbed. Usually that's where we all
We do.
cheers together.
Cheers together. And also,
Hey, Garage Crew, before you guys go, that's the part of the song where we all got to do a little cheers. Just grab your drink. All you got to do is give me a little clinky. A little clinky-dee-doo-dah. Ow, 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 ow.
cheers.
To all of you in the virtual world, thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We love you.
Happy Thanksgiving. Eat your fucking turkeys. You guys, I love you. Get in here. And that is the end of the Mega Flask.
Are you sure? I could.
We had put so my buddy Eamon in Northampton gave me a bottle of Clan McGregor Scotch whiskey. And after we got halfway through it here on the farm, I was like, okay, I think there's just enough to fill the Mega Flask. And now we have killed the Mega Flask full of Clan McGregor. And all I have to say about that is,
Little darling. So baby, I can't promise much. Oh no, not for sure. But mama, I'll promise you this once more. I love you for one day past forever. And I'll leave you in 1 week after never. You say you love me, I'll say I know, and you better.
come on, Griffin.
Little darling. Look out.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny.
Oh, man, it's so good to see you guys.
Rafe's in the thing.
I know, I just saw Rafe and it made me immediately nervous. Rafe is such a talented instrumentalist and vocalist. I feel so sheepish. But Rafe, it's good to see you. Jimmy, it's good to see you. Haley, I know you put some requests in there, and I can't wait to play them for you. But, you know, we've got a whole new world.
I feel
Season 2 means we're actually going to be on time every week.
Dude, can we talk about that? We came out at 7:04 today. We showed up at 7:04.
My whole crew showed up at 8 because they figured we wouldn't even be started by then. Joke's on you. We're going to be on time, and it is now 9 p.m., which means I'm off the fucking clock. It's time for me to go take a piss in the woods, water the bushes around Misty Meadow, see if I can get bucked by one of the swayback horses out there, hang out with my farm crew family. Now, I just want to say a couple of thank yous. Thank you number 1. I want to thank Herpes for keeping me sexually inactive. I want to thank Star Trek.
Woo! Next generation.
Yes.
For a strong moral foundation, a broad vocabulary, and once again, sexual inactivity. I want to thank my good brother Griffin for teaching me all the things that I've needed to learn in order to be here doing this with y'all.
Griffin!
Which has escalated my sexual attractiveness and de-escalated it at the same time. If you can imagine how that happens.
It balances out.
I want to thank the farm crew here for being brothers, for being sisters, for being good family, for offering me a port in the storm. I can't thank you guys enough. I want to thank my good buddy Donnie for getting up off his ass. He was taking a nap in his big armchair with his mouth open, and he decided to get in the truck, ask his sweet wife Cozy to drive. Cozy, thank you for driving. Donnie, thank you for coming and dribbling beer all over my camper and some of it on your hoodie. Inspiring Griffin to put beer all over his bowl bag.
All over my bowl bag. Hey, my bowl bag is filled with beer. Hey. You've never seen a bowl bag so drenched in beer in your entire life, you know what I'm saying?
I'd like to know more about this bowl bag.
It's for another time, Tony.
We got to save it for next week. So next week, I want you guys to come back. There were some requests that I really wanted to do, you guys. So please come back next week because we'll get to them. We got all season to do this. We got some guests. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up this year that I'm so excited about. So I hope you guys stick with us. You know, probably wouldn't hurt to make a friendly donation. Only because Griffin needs surgery on his bowl bag.
I do.
It's too small to contain the bowl.
I gotta get stretch bowl bag surgery.
I can't believe all of Shark Martin is tuned in tonight.
I know.
That's
Can
so
we
awesome.
talk about how amazing that is? Every single member has shown up today.
I fucking love that band.
That's
and
my.
If we can get
one
them
of my
back on the
favorites.
show, I'll be really excited about
Ooh,
that.
they have a new album coming out.
I know.
Maybe we could get them for a release.
If it's not in my box in the next 3 weeks, I'm going to New Hampshire to steal it from Ryan's house. Josh Larson, I just wanted to tell you, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have even met Griffin and this whole crew and gotten on this journey of technological advancement and emotional enrichment. So Josh, when you messaged earlier that you felt like you haven't been a very big part of this thing, I say nay, nay.
Nay, nay.
Nay, nay.
Josh Larson, we love you. And the last one, Lynchy, Sippers and Rippers. Are you kidding me? I love the new segment. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait for the cocktail next week. I'm just filled with gratitude, and not because of the holiday that we're on. All there is to say that I appreciate all of you guys. And if you join us next week, we might be able to convince my buddy Steve-O, who recently joined the Happy Camper crew, to take his pants off on camera. He's looking very lonely in the Zoom meetings we have every week, and I think it's just time for him to showcase the old fruit bowl. That's my way of saying thank you to Steve-O, without whom I never would have met Josh.
Wow.
This all came from Lansdowne, really. This whole thing was born on fucking Lansdowne, if you think about
Lansdowne
it.
Street.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, we'll save these stories for next time. I'm having a hard time saying goodbye because it's so good to be back with you guys. Haley, I'll see you next week. Rafe, everybody, Shark Martin, so good to see you, Zoe.
Good night, guys.
Margaret, I can't name everybody in the chat. Jazzy, I love you guys. Thanks for
Zoe.
listening. And how about fucking Jenny Porter, you guys? Do we love her? Do we love her? We love Jenny! I'll leave you in one way path forever.
And I'll leave you in 1 week after never. You say you love me, I'll say I know, and you're better.
You fucking better. Little darling. Look out. Next week, 7 o'clock. Come on back.
I don't know, Tony Lee Thomas, ladies and gentlemen. This
Tony
guy,
Lee
this
Thomas.
guy. Look at him. Woo! The man, the myth, the legend.
Maybe I can take this week off from therapy.
I'm gonna sign up for double sessions.
See you next week, guys. Thanks for
Thank
listening.
you, guys.